Double dyno to micro crimper.
This time, Dan, don't fuck up. Hello, guys. We've started this podcast 3 times in a row. We've both messed up so many times. Welcome to Belly Hanging. This is your podcast for all your hanging needs. We are average climbers. My name is Peter.
My name's Danko Henry Winterbear.
Before we jump straight into this, let's give a big thank you to our sponsor.
Big thank out
To Enso Method. They've been hosting us on their site. So if you go to Enso Method, you'll see a little ensomethod.com. You'll see a little belly hanging tab, and they're currently just hosting us there. They are a clothing brand for the outdoors, and they just celebrate people that fucking do cool shit all the time. Get out of your bed, do something cool. Anyway, let's move on to the podcast. How have you been, Dan?
Oh, Peter, thank you for asking. You've not asked that in such a long time.
Have I not?
No, you never do. You're a very selfish man. I'm really
I just
good.
come in and hug you straight away.
We don't need to speak anymore, do we?
It's all in the eyes. Yeah.
No, I'm really good.
That's amazing.
I'm
How's your
amazing.
neck? Because I think last time we
It
talk
was
about
just
your
me
neck?
moaning about my neck.
Yeah,
because it's the most. So on February the 15th, on
you know the
D-Day,
the time.
when I coughed in the shower,
It was
and
a
I've
bad
been
way to hurt your
broken.
neck, coughing in the shower.
In all honesty, don't know why I'm so good. This is the first week that I'm back.
I'm so happy.
I am, because it means I
you've
don't moan
shaved your
anymore.
head.
Shaved my head. I'm
It's
not
like a
crying in
brand
the
new
corner.
You, man, you went gnarly.
I did.
You went dark. It was like
horrible.
It was like Batman when he goes through the dark bit and he starts killing people.
You refused to come here for a while, didn't you?
I wouldn't come because it felt dangerous, man. I didn't want to come to your house.
Still is.
So we record in Dan's house, just so you know.
And it is still dangerous here.
I love it here.
Stop staring at my mouth. You're the one in trouble. But yeah, should we stay on topic? No, not today.
Yeah. Never
Yeah,
gonna happen.
amazing, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
We've been climbing today.
We talk all the time, but
Yeah.
I've got really excited about not talking for a little bit of time in between
Yeah.
and we've got so much.
We've got so much to talk about.
We've done so many
since
things.
we've recorded a podcast, little secret between me and you and everyone listening, we've not recorded a podcast in 2 weeks now.
Which is the
just
longest
because
we've been.
longest it's been since for about 3 months.
It's basically because I worked one weekend.
Basically because of that, and we've had mental weekends.
We haven't stopped.
We really haven't stopped. So last weekend,
How are you?
Oh, I like that.
Formalities?
Your little handshake. You were like,
I forgot
pause the conversation.
I forgot you're a
very
wool.
alpha. Loved it. Huh?
I forgot you're a wool.
A wool.
Yeah, they don't have any sentimentalities.
Yeah, so
Out of Liverpool.
I mean, you'll all know, listeners, because everyone around here is wool, and it seems like everyone I know is not a wool, a Liverpudlian.
Scouser.
Yeah. But you're a wool if you're not from Liverpool.
Pretty
I
much.
found out today.
The entire
I knew the
world.
term wool, but I thought there was a circumference around Liverpool which was wool town, and then that stopped at some point, and then there was just the rest of the world. But it turns out that anyone that isn't from Liverpool is a wool. So it's not
the rest of the
actually
world.
that much of a negative thing.
So if you...
There are some good wools
It's
out
not
there.
discrimination if you label everyone with the same label.
It's like, am I racist if I hate all the races the same?
Probably, but definitely not.
Probably you are. You're just not a nice person.
You're not. No, the better way to say it is you're not a bully if you bully everyone equally.
Oh.
You are a bully, but it's just funny, isn't it?
It's just sound. No, so yeah, I'm good, man. I'm feeling pretty good. I don't have any acute injuries like you've had, but I'm feeling generally worn. But I always feel like that's probably a good thing because it means I'm training hard.
It means you're training hard.
Yeah,
it means
exactly.
Something's happening with your
So,
bodies.
training updates, do you have any? Other than you're just climbing a madman? We've been climbing a lot together. Whenever I see you, or even if we're not climbing directly together, we're climbing adjacent. Like I can see you across the room.
I can always see you.
I'm always looking,
I can
mate.
feel you.
Yeah, you can feel my eyes.
Around
linger.
me,
Yeah,
on me.
100%. But you always climb hard, man.
Yeah, so do you.
You're on the wall most of the time. Like you look around.
It's almost like
you just escort yourself away from conversation.
But it's
and you
almost
just
like
start climbing.
I'm trying to climb, innit?
Yeah, it's almost like it's something that you want to do. No, but indoor climbing, often the social aspect of it overtakes, doesn't it?
So I
your
love it.
passion for it or whatever, or your drive to be on the wall. But it's good to see that fundamentally your head, obviously, because you're so driven anyway, but you're there to climb, and it's so apparent because
you're exactly the same.
Oh, I know. I'm not saying this.
It's just that I think the reason you're reflecting on it like that is because I've just had so much more time off. And every time...
recently you've been a lucky boy, man. I work 9 to 5, 5 days a week, and I'm just seeing on my Instagram how many times you're outdoors or just...
Because
I'm
an old man when it comes to Instagram, and basically I use it for like my own personal story. Yeah. It's like I put those pictures, so one day when I'm dead old, I'll go, "Oh, remember that day in Widnes?
I remembered it.
I had such a lovely day in Widnes."
This is the centre of all climbing, Widnes.
Yeah, Wool Central.
Yeah,
all the best.
Especially now we found the Wizard of Pecs.
No, leave that alone. Don't touch that topic.
Oh, okay.
That's such a big topic.
Yeah, we'll allude to the grand old Wizard of Pecs.
We'll make
the
wonderful Wizard of Pecs. But yeah, so in all, I've just had so much time climbing outdoors, indoors.
Yeah. Right, quickly, let's not go into it. Just list off in the past 2 weeks every single time you've gone outdoors, because it's quite impressive, man. Outdoor bouldering. Yeah.
So I've done
not just outdoors, because I go outdoors.
RAC Boulders twice
in the last 2 weeks.
No, it's the last 3 weeks.
All right, let's do 3 weeks.
Because it's kind of that's a lot though.
Yeah, RAC Boulders twice, so that's 2 climbs.
I think it's Pecs Hills either 2 or 3 times now.
I think it's 3 for you.
I think it's
you went
3
once
for me.
with me, once this week, and then once before, didn't you?
Yeah. So it's 3.
3, so that's 5 times out.
And Pantomimwin.
That's 6.
That's Devil's Gorge. And Hellsby Hill. Yeah.
And so that's 7 times in the last 3 weeks. So for 1 week out of 3 weeks, you've been outdoors.
Oh, I'm always out. My goal now is...
But that's a third of your life.
A third of my entire life.
If you take a snapshot of the last 3 weeks.
It is.
But just keep this going. A third of your life outdoors, and you'll be super strong.
This weather's been mad.
Yeah.
And we're not going to talk about weather forecast and things, but that
it's changed the game. It's changed the game. I mean, it's fun going outdoors no matter what. But when we were climbing out in January 5th, it's just a little bit nippy. You can say it's nippy.
But I have my shorts on, so I don't know
you
your
always
problem
have
was.
your shorts on, fucking Hummel boy. Yeah, you should. It's so funny. We turned up at the hangar today. Just started unpacking. Dan whipped off his kecks, had bright yellow Hummel shorts on under, and he just pointed to them. They're exactly the same as what he normally wears, by the way. He always wears these shorts. Pointed to them and nodded at me like enthusiastically, as if I was on the same wavelength. And I was like, "Yeah, you wear those all the time." He's like, "No, they're new. They're new Hummel shorts." And then you alluded to that you've how many pairs do you have?
4.
You've got 4 pairs.
And I've got a blue pair as well.
Of the same bright yellow, disgustingly great Hummel shorts.
If I ever put the blue ones on, I'm having a bad time. I've never worn them.
Oh, I've never seen the blue Hummels.
But I bought them and then thought, why the fuck did you buy blue? Who the fuck wears blue?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
just
Dan,
but anyway,
you're
tons of outdoors, loads of indoor in that time as well. Like some of those outdoor experiences, I've then gone the
indoors afterwards,
and we've also done hiking together.
We've done hiking, yeah.
We did the big boy scramble.
Up Triffin. So, did we do some grade 3 sections? Or we did we did a grade 2 route, but the guru Martin came with us, and he just took us off piste so much. It was kind of amazing. He took us up cracks. He took us up gullies. He took us up the crack and the gully.
Oh, I love being in this crack.
Yeah, he's a cool guy to go out with.
So that last few weeks has been mad.
Yeah.
But you've been on some of those adventures too.
I've been a couple, yeah, but unfortunately, like I say, I work 9 to 5, so it's hard to get out. Last Thursday, I just took a holiday and came with you guys to Pecs, and I'm so glad I did, because we had such a great time.
The day.
It was amazing.
Why don't you tell me about the big achievement for the day?
At Pecs.
Fucking that day.
So Pecs is our local crag. Everyone knows probably, but it's 20 minutes from where we live. It's in Widnes. And it's just a little old quarry that people used to use as a shooting range. So there's loads of little finger pockets, all sorts. It's a great place. We went with the Wizard of Pecs.
Yeah.
Are we okay to delve into this? You gave me a warning.
Yeah, no.
I just feel like we need to allude a little bit to the story.
Allude to the man, but don't tell everyone about the myths and the legends.
All right. So
the Wizard was there.
The Wizard was there, and he was showing us the climbs that he himself has.
Him, bigger boys, other boys, other
they've
women.
They've set up that crag basically. They've spent 20 years or so there,
and
just fucking smashing it. And you could tell he climbs that place like an indoor place, because he just knows all the holds. He knows all the routes. He just traverses it like it's nothing, man. So he showed us some very cool climbs that we were trying.
Yeah.
I had a really great session overall there because I've been there twice now, but the first time I went there was like maybe my third time going out, and there's some high ball stuff, not super high ball, but some bigger stuff.
Man, those walls go 5 to 10 meters, in places they're fucking high.
They're big, and I wasn't topping out last time. I think I might have topped out once. Oh no, I don't think I did top out at all. I finished a climb, but I down climbed. This time, straight away, I got there, and I topped out on 3 relatively easy climbs. V1, 2-ish maybe.
I think it was V1s, V2s.
Yeah, but I don't mind. I just wanted
sure.
to get the highball stuff in my blood. It was good. Yeah, so I started off the session really well, and then the wizard came and showed us some of the dynos that he's created there, and me and Dan sessioned. Man, my thighs were killing so much the next day.
It was tasking, wasn't it?
So we did maybe 7 repeated attempts. 70.
Yeah, easy.
I was meant to say easy 70, just on and off attempts at this one dyno called Red Flash.
So there's 3 famous ones there that
you
Owen
take
alluded.
over now,
So Red Flash V5, that's one we worked on.
Yeah.
Fucking worked on.
Yeah,
and
we
that's
spent a long time on that.
And then he's got Pecs in the City, and then he's got the 7-foot dyno, and they're fucking really spicy.
Yeah. And the style of dyno is like a double step. So you step onto, ideally, although there's just rock everywhere, but ideally you take a step and then you take a second step onto the start and hold that you were holding onto, and then just sort of ping up. It's not one of those dynos where you just launch yourself from the holds. You've got to sort of run up the wall, which,
it's body positioning, it's everything. It's fucking cool though.
It was really cool.
When you've got a legend pointing shit out,
little tips, sway your hips this way,
and you've
lean
also got
back,
to impress people.
Whatever, stay close to the wall.
I was super impressed.
Something he said to me that made me... So, cat out of the bag, we both landed a V5 dyno outdoors after that session. So, we just repeated it 70 times, and then you got it first, and it seems to be whenever you get something, it's just drives me even more to get it. And... yeah, I'm so happy with myself. I've never done a V5 outdoors, and it's quite cool that the first one's a dyno.
Fucking awesome.
It's pretty sick. Yeah, just pretty awesome. But the thing that got it for me is he said, literally, I think he said maybe this. He said it, and then the second time I tried it after that, I got it. He said, just aim above the hold, aim like a hand width above what you're trying to grab, and I just got it because it's similar to what boxers say. It's like you've got to punch through like you've got to punch through where you're aiming, because the actual power is delivered not at the end of your punch, it's delivered midway through. And it's the same for jumping. You just jump higher, mate.
When you put your hand into that big massive hole, how did it feel?
It was surprising how easy it felt.
Yeah.
Did you feel that? And then we couldn't repeat it. We tried it another 70 times to repeat it, and it didn't click for me, and it didn't click for you again, did it?
I feel like I've got the movement down, but I just kept dropping it. I put my hand in the pocket and kept dropping it.
Yeah, but when I did land it, it didn't feel like a strain. It didn't even feel like I had to pull hard on my shoulder or anything. It just went up there and stuck it. It felt more like, when you do a balancing move indoors and you've got to like step through maybe and then balance and pull back or whatever. It almost felt like a balancing thing. Like I got up there and balanced. It was like, oh, I'm here.
It's definitely, we both agreed in the day, is like a goal is like to be able to come back and nail Red Flash.
Just nail it,
And then, it's like...
It'd be a great place to be where you just go there and you do that as like, to finish off your warm-up. You just do a dyno.
Oh, just knock that out.
Yeah.
But V5 dyno outdoors, man, is like, that's...
It's setting us up for Fontainebleau, the V11 Rainbow Rocket that we've announced that we will flash.
The road to Rainbow Rocket.
The road to Rainbow Rocket. We're going to rebuild it. We're going to train for it. We've been doing fingerboard sessions with squats in between the rests of the fingerboard just to prepare ourselves up for the Rainbow
mentally,
Rocket.
physically, emotionally, for everything that comes.
Yeah.
And we've also cited out quite a few more dynos at Font.
Yeah.
So of all different grades. So we could go. Well, I think it looks like a few of us are going to be on quite the dynamic little adventure.
Yeah, it's going to be brilliant.
To be honest.
I cannot wait. Yeah, it's going to be so great.
But for a little day out in Widnes with some lovely people, with some snacks, what a fucking day.
Yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
Man,
Lovely day.
I can't imagine, like, thinking back like going, oh, do you know what? I'm going to look at this fucking wall in witness for 7 hours.
Yeah.
Intently.
Yeah.
Just to try and put my finger in weird holes.
I know. It's such a strange thing that we do.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. I bet onlookers, like, they're walking the dogs, are like, why? Well, and they only see 20 minutes of it. They don't know that we're there for 7 hours.
So I was there again yesterday for like 7.5 hours or something ludicrous like that.
That's
and
incredible.
Never forget, this kid just stood next to me at one point, just watching me. I've only just processed it now. And he must have been thinking, he started playing with the wall a bit.
Oh, really?
And I was like, so...
How old was he?
He must have been about 8, and I was just thinking, where's your fucking family?
In a quarry by himself.
But he was just stood there, and I went hello, and then he just kind of stood there for a bit. I was like, what the fuck?
Did he literally say anything?
He said hello.
Oh, okay.
And he kind of
just
like
silence.
he kept like held, and I thought maybe he goes to the climbing hangar or something. You know what I mean, like a gym.
Yeah.
But then I was just kept thinking, where's your adult?
Yeah.
But nonetheless, though, this kid was just watching for like 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I wonder what the fuck he was thinking. I'd love to know a review from him.
Yeah. Can you fill out this form, please?
Your footwork's shit, but your hands look pretty strong now.
Yeah. Well, you are all hands, Dan.
I'm all hands.
You're all hands.
And only people who already
Very
know
handsy.
me know that. So I was...
so pecs twice, and what did you get at the second time? So you went yesterday. You got some cool little achievements.
My sake, because
so
I don't want to... I'd like to talk more about the wizard, because this wonderful wizard who's been so helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like... You go with a guidebook to these places, and the thing is that we are fucking average.
Yeah, we're very average.
And that's amazing. So all I keep thinking about is like, you know, we're discussing all these things from a perspective that isn't articulated all that much.
Yeah.
Because everything is like a V9.
Yeah.
So I held a V8 thing yesterday.
Oh, what do you mean?
Just went to hold it. I said to people,
I just want
to hold that. And I held it. It's like, I don't want to hold that ever again.
Oh, really?
But I do want to hold it when I can. But
could you hold it?
I got onto like the first or second move.
Uh-huh.
But so there's the, I'm going to say, Lady Jane wall is the one when you come into the left.
Okay, yeah.
And then on the right, you've got the, I've just forgotten, the Pisa wall.
Yeah, that's the one, or the one that a lot of
that's dry all year.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying to me. It's like, that's all year.
Yeah.
And it's just a massive fucking playground.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But the Lady Jane wall it's only just coming into action now because it's had so much dry time.
Oh, okay.
So it'll start, people clean it up.
So people will start cleaning it, and
it's beautiful. So I did a climb called Harvey Wallbanger.
Yeah.
I think, and another one. And I can't wait to take you to it. So basically, this lovely man showed me these three climbs on this wall.
Yeah.
And taught me through them, and I fucking nailed them. And it was just really like.
What grade were they?
V2 and a V3.
Nice.
And it was just really lovely. Like, it was really lovely climbing. And it's like, someone's showing you that.
Yeah.
Now you want to show your friend, don't you?
Yeah.
It was fucking cool.
You need to show me.
And but one of the best parts of the day is this older fella turns up to the crag.
Oh, yeah?
No pad, no nothing. Like, you know all the stories you keep hearing about people with beer
like
mats?
where Oz said he just took a beer mat and would use that.
So this guy just turns up with a tea towel and a chalk bag and some shoes. But he just traversed the entire fucking wall.
That is so crazy. That's so great to see.
For like 3 hours.
Wow.
He was...
What wall?
So on that Lady Jane wall, I hope it's not, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Wow.
And I was absolutely awesome to see. Yeah. And then it's like 2 people from our group were pulling really hard. And then me and Mick from the hangar, we were doing our bit on the side.
Yeah.
And then I was just... Yeah.
Ludicrous. Amazing day,
so
man.
I can't wait for us to go back, man.
Yeah, 100%. And it's so great that PEX is just so close.
20 minutes.
It's warming up now, so a lot more is going to be available there. Yeah.
But we're around all these people at the moment that just keep imparting little bits of knowledge here and there.
Yeah.
And I think as we're receptive, people are like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, they're happy to carry on.
Take these wankers along. And give them a book or something.
Yeah, man.
And climb that ladder.
Yeah. Climb it, lad.
So what about you last few weeks? What's been the highlights?
Last few weeks, I would say, actually, I've not really vocalised it loads, but I'm feeling stronger on crimps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, so crimps have always been notoriously, like, my weak spot, for sure, man. I'm just not, my grip on my hands.
What's your excuse for that crimp today, then?
What crimp?
There's 2 crimps in that climb today.
In the red? They're not crimps.
I'm feeling stronger on the red.
I feel so strong. Yeah, I guess I was sessioning this red climb, which is what, like a V5, indoors,
Yeah.
and I was dropping it. It's a hard one, man. It's on a.
No, it's really hard.
You got
I'm
it.
being a dick.
Yeah.
It's,
No.
I put a lot of time into
Yeah,
that.
you put. Yeah, but and I'm gonna get it. I'm getting to the last
you've
move.
got it.
I've got it.
But
I was just gassed.
You sit there and going, "Oh, I'm feeling so fucking strong there," and then you're like, "But you can't hold that crimp though."
Yeah, it was a pinch as well. It's not even a crimp, really, is it?
I don't know. I'm just being
a
a
pinch,
dick.
mate.
So anyway, you feel
But yeah,
really strong.
I feel
with it.
in general stronger on crimps, which is really good because it shows me that the Beastmaker is working. I'm doing these 45-minute sessions.
We haven't talked about that
on the Beastmaker.
Because you're the person that's driving this.
Yeah, driving this.
I had the
train.
app sat on my phone for fucking 3 months, looking at it, going,
Really?
"Yeah."
I didn't. So you bought it ages ago.
I just forgot about it.
Oh man!
And then you were like,
I love that app.
So
like really, I would happily go to the hangar and just spend sessions on the fingerboard, go home. Like really, it makes me feel super strong. So we're doing the 5B session on it. On the is it the 2000 or the 1000?
It's the 1000.
The Beastmaker 1000.
It's fucking hard.
It's hard stuff. There's a 2-finger hang on it. So we do 7-second hangs with 3-second breaks. And you do repeats of those. So you do 7 repeats and then a break for 2 minutes. And then you move on to the next. So I think it starts on like a 4-finger crimp. Then it goes to sloper. Then another 4-finger crimp. Then it goes to the 2-finger, 3-finger hang.
The 2-finger curve ball.
What?
The 2-finger curve ball in the middle where you're like, I've
What's
got this.
the
Then you shove your 2 fingers in. It's like, oh my God, I've done.
Yeah.
Well, and for anyone who is listening, it's like, the Beastmakers are those beautiful but horrible things hanging at the back of the training gym that you don't really touch.
Strangely beautiful, aren't they? Like,
aesthetically pleasing.
They really are. There's something about
Just
them.
want a finger, put dead deep in, but then it doesn't let you go deep all the time. Because the real people only put the tip in.
Yeah, they do. I think that's called a chisel.
It's chisel.
I think, but I'm not actually sure. But I think so. Sometimes it tells you to do a crimp, and then it tells you to do a chisel. It'd be great if someone with actual knowledge could enlighten us. But I think a chisel is where you hang on as little as you can, maybe. So even though, who fucking knows? But I think that's
basically. I think we're hanging on it now, and with the level that we're doing it, I think we're fine. I've had people like check how we hold ourselves, and I think we're all right.
Yeah, I feel all right.
So we're not going to injure ourselves with what we're doing.
Yeah,
but I can see how people get fucking injured when they push it too hard.
Oh yeah, I start to feel my ligaments go
you just stop.
wonky, and then you just stop, don't you? Well, for that one, and then you go again, and after the 3-second break,
and then you do some jumping squats in between.
Yeah, and so we are like. It might have sounded like we were joking about flashing the rainbow rocket, but that is a genuine. We want to get the rainbow rocket.
Imagine the dream.
I'm getting it, man.
I've got it. I've already done it.
It's in. It's
I've
done.
already
It's
posted
locked.
on Instagram.
I've posted it. Yeah.
At Dyno Club.
Yeah. It's
on there now.
already done, man. So, yeah. But we will have to train for it. So we've been doing very specific training. So we do blue circuits in the hangar, which is V2 to V3. So, and we normally go up and down them. And we do the full circuit, so we do every single climb in the hangar. We've been doing that, and as well, we've been figuring out dynos up them. To be honest, we've only done one session of that because that broke my shoulders, man. Like the next morning, my shoulders felt so weird. Like, I guess dynoing just has such a... Especially when you do dynoing in volume.
Well, you've got to be honest, the only thing that could have caused my neck to spasm is probably dyno. I don't do anything else.
Other than coughing in the shower.
Coughing in the shower.
But that's more of a trigger, not a cause.
Yeah, so it's pretty intensive. Dyno, man. But that's what we live for. So I've, like, the last few weeks I've been climbing quite statically.
Yeah.
And it's lovely feeling.
Yeah.
But no matter what, I don't get who the fuck you are. When you cut loose
when you cut loose, it just feels amazing, man. You feel so gnarly.
So we are trying at the moment. We're trying very fucking
We're trying hard. So we're doing a fingerboard, and in our rests, where we should be resting, we're picking up a 17.5 kilogram dumbbell, and we're doing power squats with it.
Power squats?
So we're going down at a normal speed, but our thrust up, we're jumping.
While staring intently into
and we literally stare at each other, opposite each other. And
we stare at each other quite a lot, don't we?
Yeah, actually. We really do. It's nice.
I know your face.
Yeah, I know yours as well, man. Although there's a lot of... I was saying this to Sam Garog in the hangar. There's lots of fake Dans. I was looking around, I was like, there's like 3 fake Dans in the room today.
Just all the bald people.
Bald men with beards. Like, genuinely, I'm like, oh, it's another fake Dan. Like, sometimes from behind, I'm like, oh, it's Dan. Turns around, I was like, fuck, it's a fake Dan. Looks just like you, man.
See, all these bold people. I'm quite perturbed by, you know, all the discrimination of bold people over the years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you look at Hollywood, things like that, you know, not enough representation in the climber world. I can't think of a famous bold climber.
Wow.
Exactly. Something to
think about. Well, there's a niche for you to fill, Dan. You're the man for the job.
We need a bold climber.
We need a bold climber. Oh my god!
Get up
amazing.
that rock.
Yeah. So, highlight of my week,
being strong,
or in general, not week, but just highlight in general is over the last 3 weeks, I've noticed I feel stronger on crimps, and I don't know whether that's because it's like a psychological thing, because now I know I'm training crimps, so I'm approaching it with more of a healthier attitude. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking pull that crimp off, rather than me going like walking up to a crimp and being worried about it. So, yeah, just great news all around with that. Just want to keep that ball rolling. I want to be hanging off crimps like they're nothing.
Barely hanging.
Barely hanging. Yeah. So that's sweet. Other than that, though, what have we been up to? Went to PEX. Went to RAC.
What a day out.
Oh my god, amazing day out. Once again, you got MVP for that, I would say. 100%, man. You were pushing everybody, and like you brought the hype throughout the day for us all to keep going on the wall. And as soon as it's like a domino effect, as soon as one person gets hype from you, like, so I saw you do the pump traverse. It's like, right, I'm gonna jump on I'm gonna do it this time. Now that Dan's completed it, because we were both trying it a few times. Now that he's done it, I'm gonna do it, and I actually did it that time. And then as soon as someone sees me do it, they're like, fuck, Peter and Dan have done it now. Right, well, I'm going to bash on it.
It's so funny, isn't it?
And everyone just starts rallying up. It's great. Because we actually, when we were there for the first hour, we were pretty slow to warm up, I think. But then the last hour of this, we were there how many hours? Like 4, 5?
Long time. We got there. So we got there slightly before you, so we warmed up on like the slabby boulder.
Yeah.
Which is like... It's dead low level stuff, but it's good for warming up.
Yeah.
And then like loads of people start to turn up, get a bit chatty, everyone starts chatting, and then it's like time to climb. And it's like the one thing that I wanted that day was the pump traverse. Yeah, because it's I think it's
your project.
Yeah, it's so it's like you get these little things to go and do, and then also was the highball stuff we did at the end. So it's like it must be like 3.5 meters. So it's high enough to hurt yourself.
Yeah, no man, that was high.
Yeah, I don't know how.
It was higher than indoors for sure.
Well, yeah, but so anyway, it was like that on that boulder last time I was there.
Yeah,
I got spat off a hole because I just fucking missed it.
Oh wow!
And like I didn't drop or anything, but the adrenaline spike was so beautifully massive.
Nice.
I just had to calm down on my pad for a bit, and then this time it's like, but I was only with one person that time. She's like, I've got 5 people around me today. I'm fucking going up the thing.
You feel good, yeah.
And it was like, and do you know what? RAC Boulders that day was the first day it all made sense.
What, outdoor climbing?
Everything.
Yeah, man. Me too. Like, honestly, things came together that day.
It was cool,
I was like, wow, this is why we do it. Like, outdoors, it really, it was a beautiful weather, and the area we were climbing is so beautiful.
Stunning, isn't it?
You just look around, and you're in the middle of a valley, and it's just...
a meadow, a stream, a lake, a mountain,
there's a little
Snowdon's
stream
round
in
the corner.
between 2 boulders. It's like you're in... It feels like you're in, like, Lord of the Rings, like the Shire.
It did for a bit, yeah.
It really, like, especially when the sun's shining and there's grass. It feels like it's like the mown grass.
It's a proper day out, man.
Really beautiful. But yeah, so we did the pump traverse, really great, and then you went round, started looking at some highball shit. As soon as I saw, so I was doing another climb, and I just saw you top out on a boulder maybe 20 metres away on a different boulder. I was like, did you just climb up that? And he was like, yeah, just climbed up it.
I'm at the top of it, Dad.
And then
Can't get down.
I was just excited, so I went round to see what you actually climbed, and it was some highball shit. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, straight away, my first thought was, it's too high, I'm not doing that. You came round and were like, let me film it for me, Pete. I was like, okay. And then as I was stood there with the phone in my hand, you were letting your feet breathe. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? As if I just looked at that, I was like, no, I'm not climbing that. What the fuck?
I'm doing that
and
now.
Dan's got down and he's so excited to get back on it. So I ended up, before you went for your second go, I was like, I just want to have a play around on it. Had a play, it's a very crimpy climb. very clumpy, very stretchy. It was a V3, wasn't it? And
Yep.
it's a highball V3. You reachy to crimps, so it's just not for me at all. Went up there, got scared, came back down, did it again, and then I just build my way through it. And
No, it wasn't. You didn't bail it. You just
No,
did
but
it
I
slightly
managed-
differently.
I did it slightly differently. I
And you look
instead
good
of
doing
pulling
it,
on a
man.
crimp, I did like a micro pull on the crimp to get a better handhold in
that massive flake.
There's a
waiting for you.
massive flake, and it's like a vertical crack, and you can get your hand right behind the flake.
How nice is it? You put your finger on that flake.
Oh man, it's amazing. I actually did a finger jam. Like, I've got a really big middle knuckle on my left
I know,
middle
it's
finger.
been bugging me that.
It's
Middle
I know, you can see. It's like the first thing you see. It's like when I shake people's hand. It's like, what the fuck?
Get off me.
Yeah, they think I'm actually. Yeah, it's just mad.
I've heard. You're very sensitive about it. You're very sensitive about a lot of things.
Man.
How good was the top out on that boulder?
Yeah, great though.
So that's why I went. As soon as I did it, it's like I've got to do that again and again and again and
Yeah,
again. So then
yeah.
we did that V3 one, which was fucking cool.
Yeah,
And then there's like, I think it's like a.
I did 2 other highball climbs on that.
I think those ones next to it.
They were easier.
I think
for
like ones
sure.
and twos or something. They're very much easier. They're big.
Yeah.
They're actually
They're barely.
massive jugs.
Yeah,
So,
they were built for me. They were built for just slapping your hands in it and burling your way up.
so
it.
next time we go back to RAC, the thing is now is that you start to develop. So watching these more experienced climbers when I've been on my little adventures this last week,
Yeah,
their repertoire is like they've got a warm up route. They've got a warm up thing.
yeah.
So, and some of them pointed some of these things out to me, and you can watch them do it. So now we go back.
Yeah. I can't wait to go back.
I can't, man.
That pump traverse, the start of it, I love. And when I first touched it, I was like, "How is?" I saw
How
the reason
smooth is it?
the reason I went to it was because I just saw you flowing through it. I touched it and I was like, "No, it didn't make sense to me." Because it's outdoor rock, it's full of these vertical cracks, and I was like, "Is Dan?" Like, I looked at it, I was like, "Is Dan hand jamming these?" But you just lay back.
Yeah.
It's just moving your body position, your feet, and just learning to do like a left lay back, and then like leaning really far backwards and leaning into the other. And anyway, whatever. But I worked it out, and I flow
Boss,
through
isn't
that first section. It's so nice. It's like being indoors and learning the what's it called, the circuit board,
Yeah,
where
completely.
you learn your routine through it. And so I'm chucking heels up. It's
So next
great.
time you go back, it's like I'm gonna do that
Yeah,
because I know I can.
yeah.
And if
That's like a good intermediate.
so
isn't it?
I'd say to anyone as well,
warm
it's
up
like
on.
if you've got the chance and the luxury of going to Snowdonia and you are RACs in like there was a Red Bull article.
Oh yeah.
It's like the top 9. It's up there. It's
Top
really
9?
up there. So in the top 9 best crags for beginners
Oh nice.
in the UK, that's there. So in the northwest, we're quite blessed because we've got RAC in Snowdonia,
Yeah.
but then we've got Thorn Crag just outside of
Preston.
somewhere like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And so that's next on the agenda, and I think the Hanger are hopefully going to do that's the next day out.
Oh, beautiful.
So I might actually message one of the fellas tonight about
yeah,
the week.
please do.
And,
Yeah, that'd be awesome, man.
But it's like we've got those 2 in the northwest of England, in the northwest
Yeah,
area. But on that day though, those 2 climbs, it was like, yes,
Yeah.
like there's a noted progression now. It's like I'm consistently getting the V3s and V4s, and every now and then I hit a 5. And it's
Yeah.
like, so
What?
I am where I think I should be.
Yeah, you're
And it's
progressing,
starting
man.
to make
it's real.
sense.
Life is real.
No.
Climbing is real.
No,
What?
nothing's real.
Time is an illusion.
But what a couple of weeks, man.
Yeah.
And we haven't even scratched the surface. And this is the beautiful thing about how active we've been.
Yeah.
So much we've done.
Why? What else?
Triffan.
Oh yeah, Triffin.
So, but I think ultimately, if we like thinking about rounding up our events and things like that, we've just spent so much time at cool people outdoors for the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And
And it's
how
going to keep
fucking
happening.
Good is it?
Just to allude to what we're doing tomorrow,
Oh, we can talk about it because it doesn't fucking matter.
yeah,
It's happening.
yeah,
Snakes and ladders.
yeah. So we're going to Lamberis and we're exploring the mines, the mine shafts, all the shafts,
The mine cranks.
the cracks.
The mine balls.
Are
The mine
there
holes.
mine balls?
There's always mine balls.
Mine
Mine balls.
Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be sick.
And
Basically, we abseil down into the mine,
Yeah.
climb up out of another mine, then abseil down another mine,
And we're just
go
in
through a
mines.
crack, go through a yeah. It's just amazing. So Martin the Guru is showing us around that, which is
And then,
amazing.
if possible, we're hitting our first ever sport climb outdoor. If we get this shit done tomorrow,
yeah, yeah. What? Where are we going again?
it's at the very top of that quarry.
Oh,
with
perfect
vaulted
placement.
routes. So
Right, I'm
and
buzzing
then
for that. Pete's Eats to finish it off.
Shout out to anyone else who goes out in this world. Go to fucking Pete's Eats.
Pete's Eats in Llanberis is the place to be.
Pete's Eats, motherfucker.
Should we just come up with the song now?
I'm gonna go to Pete's Eats because I love Pete's Eats.
Pete's Eats is the place to be, and Pete's Eats is where I want to be.
Why is it like
the
Jamaican?
worst rhyming.
That's
B with
fame.
B.
We'll be famous, brother.
C with C. Yeah, so
Do your
amazing.
thing.
Amazing weekend. Amazing. And then we're going to go do Peak District.
Oh no,
Lake District.
We're actually doing a proper grade 3 scramble.
Yeah.
I can't remember that. I've got the name written down in
So
there.
grade 3 is where scrambling basically meets climbing.
It's where I think the suggestion is you take a rope for safety.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need it, but you put yourself in some precarious situations where not your average person will put themselves in.
Yeah.
So not many people.
But like anything after grade 3 is climbing.
It's climbing, yeah.
So it's right on
it's the cusp.
the cusp of climbing. Some people do grade 3 as trad, don't they?
And
It's quite common,
so
I've heard.
V-diff, I think that's what they call it in the grading system.
Right.
And there's other bits to that.
Yeah, yeah.
But well, that is also for. I'm pretty sure if it's climbing's against cancer. So we haven't done any of the organising to that.
No,
so
we're
thank
tagging along.
We're tagging along to
But
show
definitely
our support.
take a look at that, Climbing Against Cancer.
Please do, yeah.
Yeah.
And a shout out to our friends
Yeah,
Tom and
Tom and
Josie
Ross.
who've organised it. So, yeah.
Amazing.
So top weekend ahead of us
Yeah.
after a
100%.
big boy climbing session.
It's going to be sick. It's going to be sick.
Yeah, brother.
Right. Let's move on to Dyno Club. Yeah, we need to do a quick update on Dyno Club because a lot has been going on since the last time we've updated you guys. We've got plenty of new submissions, plenty of new people, and a lot more hype. I don't know whether we actually said thank you to Tom Paul Randall, but Tom Paul Randall posted Dyno Club to his Instagram feed, and from it, we went from about 150 followers to now we're on 530 followers on Dyno Club. It's pretty amazing. Dyno Club is just buzzing at the minute. Loads of new followers. I'm not going to bother reading all of them out, but I might do a select few. Which ones are the best? Or I'll give a shout out to all the new members because they are new
do
members.
that. Give them a shout.
And then I'll read the latest one. So we've got at Match Poll, so that's Matt Catchpole. Shall I read that one out because that's the long story.
Just fucking read it.
Yeah. Okay. So this guy, well done. You're a new member of Dyno Club, and we've got a fantastic little bio about him and his ancestry. So it's quite a nice little story here. You ready? All right. New member. The elders were very impressed with the Dyno offering from Matt Catchpole, a very strong individual with some very ludicrous movements. With a name like Matt Catchpole, you know this man has been jumping and grabbing poles his whole life. The Catchpoles are an old British family with ties to the original Dyno folk who originated from Catchpole Island over 1,000 years ago. Matt's ancestors lived untouched for millennia, jumping through trees as their primary form of travel and pleasure. The inhabitants of Catchpole Island all lived in Dyno paradise. Life was perfect, but then the static climbers found the island. Chapter 1. When the first invaders, Static Club, set their hungry little eyes upon the glorious wonders that Catchpole Island had to offer, they couldn't help themselves but begin to plot and take it. And thus began the great war between Static Club and Dyno Club. Before I go on, I feel it must be said that Static Club are our arch rivals in all things. We hate them and their slow technical methods. They are scum, and we must do everything we can to end their snobbish reign as leaders of the climbing world. 1,000 years ago, on a cold February night, Static Club beached upon the Isles of Catchpole Island. Disgustingly slowly and with perfect footwork, they edged their way into the village. Oh my god, this is so long. Edged their way into the village where the original Dyno folk slept. Creeping around, they began setting huts on fire. In a matter of seconds, the entire village was alight. Screams as the residents of Catchpole Island were trapped, doomed in their huts, while the evil static monsters slowly retreated to their vessels. It was a dark day for Dynos. Chapter 2.
How many chapters is you?
Last one, man. Last chapter. The rest of the chapters are in the hidden scrolls. We'll have to find them. Around 3 a.m. on that very same evening, a small boy returned to his village after a night of Dyno practice. As he approached the village, he could smell the smell of charcoal filled his nose. He looked up into the night sky and saw smoke blocking the view of the stars above his head. His heart raced, his feet and his hands flew without decision. Dyno after dyno, racing towards the wreck of his village, he found his family's hut and the charred remains of all he loved. On his knees, the boy spent hours screaming into the air, cursing the monsters of Static Club and vowing to avenge his family and village. This boy travelled to the mainland and started the ideology we now call Dyno Club. That is our history. And there's rumours that
the Static Club's formed from the depths of hatred for dinos.
Yeah, but there's rumours of who the boy is, isn't there?
Who you are. We're coming for you.
Yeah, anyway,
you know
so
who you are. You static fuck.
I hate Static Club. Oh, they're just...
I like... We got loads of videos sent to us.
I hate Static Club. It's too easy. And it's gross as well. So anyway, well done, Matt Catchpole. Keep catching them poles, boy. We've got Ubatu Badan. That's his Instagram name. Ubatu Badan. His name's just Dan. I don't know his second name, but he did a gnarly. It's that one where he went across the room.
Yeah,
it's from a doorway. He did a very gnarly dyno. So welcome to the crew, mate. And then we've got 3 more new members. We've got Dave Doesn't Dyno. Secretly he does dyno. He sent me a message. It's so pretty cute message. He was like, "Yeah, I do dyno, but don't tell anyone." He said, like, let's just keep it a secret, me and you. I was like, legend. Okay.
Maybe it is. Maybe we've hit the nail on the head. Is like, what? Maybe it's a dirty word.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe there's a stigma about it.
Maybe it's banned where he's from.
Yeah. Well, anyway, well done, Dave Doesn't Dyno. Go follow him. And our third new member, Timothy Reynolds from Canada, man. We got a Canada submission. He did 2 very powerful, just standard, but just powerful dynos. He went far, lad. So, well done.
I liked his, congrats to the crew. Humble, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was dead humble. He didn't think he was good enough. He sent the messages, awesome. And then he was like, maybe they're a bit too boring. I was like, mate, you just dynoed up a wall.
That's awesome. Dyno something else now.
And then our final one, Luca H _Luca.H. Only 15 from Italy, is that flag? Look in his bio.
Oh, yeah.
Italian stallion.
We've
got an Italian stallion on the crew.
We've got
well
international.
Done, man.
Dyno Club's gone international.
It's for real, mate. It's absolutely. You know what we should do is we should have jerseys. Dyno Club like a team. We should make a Dyno Club team and go to like just turn up at an actual legit competition and just try and dyno it and like die straight away like a proper one. And we all drop. Oh, that'd be so funny. Yeah, anyway, we got some great footage of him in Font doing some outdoor dynos. So, welcome to the crew, mate. Absolutely amazing footage. He got that cool shot of him missing when he was...
he did cool footage.
Bro. Yeah, it's cool footage, mate. Awesome. So, all the new members of Dyno Club, amazing. Everyone keep subscribing and keep...
dynoing, licking stuff.
100%
touch stuff.
Oh, incredible. It's been another great podcast, Dan. Knocked it out of the park. It's been beautiful.
Lovely chatting to you.
Yeah, absolutely amazing.
It's a shame you're going to spend the whole weekend together now.
Oh, I know. Anyway, before you go, guys, please rate, review the podcast. If you review it on iTunes or Spotify, it means that we shoot straight up in the rankings and we'll turn up at in like the top podcasts of the week. So definitely give us a review. It'd be great. And subscribe now. Now that we're on Spotify, iTunes, all your everything. Submit dynos. Go online, ensomethod.com. Go to Barely Hanging. There's a little button that says submit climbing story. And if it's a good enough story, we'll read it out on the podcast. And if it's even good enough, we might interview you or something.
Or I might do it in a South African accent.
Or, yeah, I might do it in a...
Don't do it.
This accent? Is this a French accent?
I don't know what that is anymore.
That is dope. That is some cool dope, that is, no? That's, no, I'm from Norway.
By the way, everyone, this is 20 to 1 in the morning talk where...
I do trendy dance,
we're up at like 6:30 to get gnarly again.
Watch me, nene.
We've lost
watch
him.
Me whip, and watch me. I do the trendy dance.
I give you the 5 feet, boy.
I do the trendy
Boy, you get
dance.
the 5 feet.
Children, look at me do trendy dance. I am cool, no?
Yeah, thank you for a lovely evening.
Right,
Pete.
we're getting
You
goofy.
maniac.
Right, take it easy, guys.
double dyno to micro crimper.